Alright, back on track. Trying to not be as annoyed with the previous mission I just did. A complication with the Computronic Cerebrum. Information supplied by v.a.l.e.r.i.e revealed that the rift data from the Earth Directorate satellite is key to closing the rifts and saving the system from certain destruction. But obtaining means to quickly process such an immense amount of data won't be easy. So we have to get to the archive. Obviously, all of this stuff right here is not in this video because it would be hours long. Because it was 7 quests? 7 different quests just to do this quest. We had to pick a side or make both sides work together. I made both sides work together. That's all basically it's saying here. So now that we have done their 7 quests and gotten them all to work together, we need to get inside and capture the archive. You're caught up to speed. Also, because I got rid of the cultists in this town, there are now people. Only 2 of them are named. The doctor, no quest. The merchant, no quest or any unique items. Cool. Why were you walking with your blade out? They didn't even clean up the bodies. So, yeah. That's it. Let's get back on track. Oh wait, did Inez have anything to say?
Got something that needs doing, Commander?
No, I was just seeing if you had anything to say after we retook the place. Okay, no, of course. Of course. You know what? Yeah, well, just let me die then. Fell from a lethal distance. I don't know the time limit on this one. It's a bigger rift, so it probably has a longer time frame, but you're timed. So I'm trying to rush through this to get to the other side. I'm going to assume, because it's a bigger rift, I have more time, and I'm going to take my time. So that I don't fall off the unnecessary parkour they put into this. Like, it literally could have just rebuilt the bridge. This rift stuff is very inconsistent. Because sometimes it brings stuff back and it's destroyed. But I have also... I have brought stuff back. I've brought people back from inside the rift, and they were completely alive and completely intact. Now I'm just making sure I didn't miss it. I did miss some. Right there. Can I rebuild it from this side? I'm waiting for it to close so I can reopen it. You know, I don't. I'll grab it later. I don't care enough to keep waiting. I missed some goo. So we've crossed the bridge to the other side. Nothing here. Nothing here. Tossball card, Stephen the Chaos Moret. Some big smokes. Oh, I guess I didn't mention in the previous video the other thing that you would have gotten from siding with Ruth is there's little caches inside, and she would have given you the password to open those caches, but only if you side with her. Again, this is supposed to be the best possible ending, making the two join forces. Why would she not also give you the password during this ending, which is, you know, the best ending? Looks like a freaking face screaming. But we're not going to think about that because it's only going to make me more annoyed. Instead, we're just going to do the archive. So that's what we're here for.
Dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Is a fellow subject lacking?
The Protectorate have dug themselves in real good. If we approach head-on, we're signing our own death certificates. We need another plan.
It's the law. Feeling distracted?
Well, maybe we ought to sneak around a bit first. Find some way to undermine their forces.
Ain't opposed to that, but I reckon our better bet is bringing in some backup. There's a reason folk go on and on about strength in numbers.
Can we signal our allies to send reinforcements?
We could, considering Spyroton's ours. Just ought to find a way to control the lift from here if we wish to call him down.
Okay. First we secure allies, then maybe find means to sabotage.
All right, it's a plan.
Was she supposed to bring up the sabotage thing? Because that's very Marisol, but she didn't.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we
A
have
workbench
and defend it.
and a lockpick.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism.
Am I gonna have to turn that off? Am I gonna have to turn back down the sound effects? Or am I gonna have to listen to
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system.
this the whole time?
Gray gone astray? Look a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
I think I'm gonna have to turn it down.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our benevolent
Assessor Ostergard making a mess of things again?
There, I can't hear them talking. Hold on, let me...
I, too, would never question the paradigm. Perhaps a brief visit to mental refreshment would put him on track.
So the other person's voice, I just couldn't hear.
Enemy in vicinity.
The console provides, the system abides.
Okay, so as soon as I go out there, the whole base is hostile to me. There's no way of not... of them not becoming hostile to me. I didn't... The only other way is this way, but It's not going to make any difference. All right. It's going to be just the same as if I took the elevator, right? Yes. No. Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died. Oh, was it me? Feels like it was.
That ties into the quest we were doing for Peoria, Quebecer. She fed them she fed them grafted meat. Leading to this scenario where they're all food poisoned.
Never more content. Never more content.
I don't like not being able to have sound effects, but I also don't want to be listening to these stupid ads the whole freaking time. Hi. Hello. Stun baton. Grenade necklace. Jeweled ring. That was it. It's not even anything unique. I guess it was a stun baton in case I want to knock
Never eating Crabble again.
Knock these two out. But I don't need to because they're just stuck vomiting.
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Oh, y'all just got your necklaces lying on the shower floor. Okay.
Shh.
Thanks, Marisol.
Hostile in proximity.
Trust the plan. Preserve set progress. Sustain the system. Serve the sovereign.
Okay, and these were them. And I could have the turret kill them all. Oh no, this is part of her quest! Protectorate declaratory address system. For use by the duly authorized personnel only, interference with ongoing broadcasts is strictly forbidden. That's part of Confessions of a Sub-Finangler. So you found an audio module belonging to one Peoria Quebecer. You may be able to listen to this if you find a decent intercom system. So that means I gotta return up my... Oh, wrong button. My sound effects. And this might get everyone to run to the bathroom when they find out they were eating grafts.
Our enemies envy our...
You replace the Protectorate broadcast with a confession given to you by Sub Rosa agent Peoria Quebecer. Time will tell how or if the Protectorate troops react.
Disdain our... Remember those rejected grapple graft materials that got shipped here? I sold them to a Protectorate officer who was low on supplies. Said it was imitation crapple meat. She means to pass them off as official rations. Imagine all those whole heads wolfing down failed Auntie's choice.
Ignore that. I promise you this is merely tomfoolery. There's no way we were eating failed experimental material.
Efficiency at all times. No, I didn't know. No, that criminal lied. What a resounding lack of ethics. I ate some too. I'm going to be... Trust the plan.
Oh, that's... I don't feel right.
Serve the sovereign.
No! Stay away from the turret! No, no!
Fortunately,
I lost the ability to feel disgust long ago.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
That was it. That was what it benefited me for, was
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system.
me not killing them, instead them killing themselves by throwing up on a turret. And that completed the quest. Alright. Alright, well.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the...
Where is my shocky stick? Thinks they were assigned to the wrong job and terrified to say anything. Is it just the two of you in here?
It is the duty of every protectorate subject
You're
to ensure they are
far higher. Okay. Who found the body? Stop finding the body.
It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job?
all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler.
Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Okay, it doesn't seem to be loud in every area, so I might not have to keep turning the audio down.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty.
Oh, there's a second turret in here.
We're all in this together.
That's why.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism
Has a gear that's sticking.
in all its many forms.
Preserve set progress.
If I hack it, it would just probably start firing, and I don't want to alert the entire place.
Are you mentally refreshed?
Time sentimental refreshment 3. Supervisor told it that charging embiggens the capacitors. It's a robot. Proof that the squeaky wheel doesn't always get greased. Has a gear that's sticking.
The system abides.
Prudence dictates, eye your neighbors
All
carefully.
disruptive influences.
Wonders when the Sovereign will notice them. The Sprats also get stuff. Unusually vegetarian, but will make...
Subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work.
I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal protectorate subject by
It's not just a good idea. It's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't
Perfect society demands perfect thoughts. And perfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
How come sometimes it's showing that I can knock you out in one hit?
Hey now.
We round all.
And then other times it was showing that I couldn't knock him out in one hit. Luckily I could knock him out in one hit, but I was just very confused. Bye. Sprat. Just a key. Okay, my question is, no one is near here. Do you alert the entire place if no one is near here?
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections.
Nope. Good.
Stranded on a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by the frigid cold and voracious wildlife. Starring noted self-taught survival expert, myself, Hoyt Schermerhorn.
Okay, auxiliary dabbler Hoyt Shimmerhorn. He's got something on his head. He has a sprat on his head. My man. You has a sprat on your head. Tossball card Claire Inzarts? Alright, Hoyt. Hoyt. He's Hoyt like a toiga. Carcinization.
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals. Coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
Alright. Pneumatic tube system. This pneumatic tube delivery drops snakes off to somewhere else in the Underlands. If the origin were discovered, you could pass an object back through here. So Hoyt's gonna have me do a quest to find something for them. Profound lessons from a self-taught survival expert. Since humanity first stared up wide-eyed and likely drooling just a bit at the stars, we've dreamt of what would happen if we were stranded on an alien world, where the bits in our pocket couldn't purchase all the Auntie's Choice products we deeply rely on. Would we use our previous untapped resourcefulness and heretofore unproven guile to adapt, or succumb to the harsh environment's many dangers, like those weird berries that, on second thought, look very poisony? There's no berries in here. I don't think I've seen berries anywhere. The way caves are damp and drafty like all the time, and avoiding the advisory non-cuddly wildlife. Well, it happened to me. The following tome dramatically details my many hard-fought lessons, such as remembering to add wood to a fire, how exofauna stubbornly refused to recognize the barter system, to not yell at or throw things at bitey or clawy animals, how to run like the blazes if you forget, and other learnings that prove I really deserve a promotion when my unit eventually returns. I feel like your unit is dead. The subsequent pages are filled with an amateurish array of stick figure drawings and drawings that apparently attempt to illustrate these lessons. All right. Nothing of note. Sprat Man?
Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings, I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need of some hard-fought knowledge about how to fend for yourself? Must say, I've become quite the expert. Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, I ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript.
That hat is both cool and disturbing. Fascinating. What other sage bits of survival wisdom do you have to impart?
So glad you asked. I've recently evolved into a rugged, self-sufficient individual, fully accustomed to life in these caves, living raw and pure like our primitive, lice-ridden ancestors. Why, just the other day, I reinvented fire. I found a little doohickey I've named a light starter. You simply push a button, and flame comes out.
Uh-huh. How have you managed to survive even a day out here?
Well, firstly, you need to keep your eyes open because oft-times things want to eat you. Secondly, you can't be too picky with what you eat. Thirdly, not everything you can eat, you should. There's a lot of trial and error involved. Mostly error. Yes, indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways, like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the barest sustenance.
And again, I'm annoyed I couldn't ask him any of those other questions. We're back to the main story. You aware of any way of accessing the archive?
That big Computronic adding machine? Nah. All that electromechanical malarkey is lost on a rugged, outdoor individual like me.
All right, well, have any ideas about how to undermine the Protectorate forces outside the archive?
You might call in reinforcements if the Spyreton lift controls were working. I happen to have its missing components in my possession.
But if I guess, had them, I could say, no, I have them? Would you consider handing them over?
I might be convinced to part with them for a small favor. Some key legwork for a mighty hunter. Me, I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade.
Well, I apparently already have some. I have 5 sprat tongue. You have more chance of becoming the next sovereign than you have of killing an ursopod.
If I wasn't so vigorously self-assured, I might find your lack of confidence disconcerting. But no matter. You'll see. 5 sprats is all I need. Their habitat stretches from inside the archive's entrance to all over the overlands. Actually, should be no problem to locate. Here's a fetching headpiece that ought to make it easier. Put it on, and they'll see you as one of their own. Like a fellow sprat of unusual size. Won't run away. Have at it now. I'll learn you all about self-sufficiency and survival yet.
We start the starving reminder. Don't know why you started me all the way at the bottom. Self-taught survival expert Hoyt Schmerhorn, I already forgot how to pronounce it, is willing to trade the missing components to the Spyreton lift controls. Just bring him the sprats. Well, even though I already have them, he gave me the hat. Sprat hat, 10% base health. Sprat pack. Sprats will see the wearer as friendly. Gain 15% evasion. This bonus is doubled against creatures. Take on the mantle of friend to all sprats, even if you're actually wearing one of their flayed siblings on your head. And then I can wear the king's leathers. Okay. I'm gonna still go and get 5 so that this quest isn't just short. But yeah, you basically find sprats everywhere. And I don't know why, but I'm passively just being given sprat tongues. I did, I think, I don't remember though, get a perk about my companions collecting items for me, and maybe that's how I'm getting random sprat tongues, because just randomly it'll pop up on my screen, you got a sprat tongue. Wait, go in here. Hey, come to me. Hello. Hi. Cloister shivering sprat tongue. The utterly bitter tongue of the sprat species native to Cloister is widely considered the opposite of a delicacy throughout the system. While some claim that ursopods love the taste, others note that the singular source, making such claims to be remarkably inexpert in the field of xenobiology and otherwise. It's one. Yeah.
Subject lacking the appropriate seal for their assigned work. Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help.
2.
Falling prey to imperfect thoughts? Go now.
I'm wearing your friend's head. There's 3.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant.
4.
We're all in this together.
And the 5th one is in the bathroom. In that vent.
Perfection is perfect. Our paradigm is...
Oh, right when it's about to go to sleep. And there was 5. I don't remember if in this video I opened this, but one of them was in here and you release it. So there's 2 in here, 1 in there, 1 in the bathroom, and 1 in that room that I unlocked off, possibly in this video. Okay. We have done what he asked.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think he had the parts on him, did he? Oh, he did. So I could have just taken them off of his person. I just thought that was a junk item.
Did you get the sprats I need? So I might, bait the equal parts canny and fierce ursopod into a trap?
Wait, you're writing a survival manual or something? Can I be in it?
Why, sure. I just need to jot down a few details about you. Oh, I can interview you for it, just like on the Aether Wave. Today, I'm joined by returning guest castaway. What you say your name was?
Orion.
Who, like myself, is well known for their rugged exploits in alien terrain due to their experience and/or training. Tell me a bit about your background, stranger.
Well, my background was professor. Back in academia, our motto was publish or perish.
Yes, thank you for coming. Something name I can't remember. Who is someone who routinely cheated death in the cutthroat world of academia.
Pleasure to be here. This is my first survival manual cameo.
Wonderful to have another like-minded individual make a guest appearance. Now, where was I? Oh, right. Did you get the sprats I need? So I might, bait the equal parts canny and fierce ursapod into a trap?
I don't think there's an ursapod down here. Are you just gonna make more weird sprat armor? Because I'm down for that. Here you go.
Finally, give it here.
Suppose that beats auto-cannibalism.
Sorry you had to see that. The parcels of victuals my neighbor sends over the tube have fallen off recently. Barely eaten for days.
All right, well, tell me more about this neighbor of yours.
Sent me over a bunch of recordings, along with victuals. Offered some sound, if harshly put, advice. Looked out for me like no one's ever. Never even seen him face to face.
Oh, I'm sure they're fine.
I do so hope he's all right. Anyhow, suppose we had a deal. Here, I wrenched these parts free out of the Spyreton lift controls. Just jam them back in there and kick it once or twice. Should work fine. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally, I do get a little starved. For, company.
Yeah, I was just saying that there is no, there was no ursopod down here, so I didn't know where you were gonna get one from. You just didn't want to go kill your own sprat? Didn't want to kill your own sprats? I had to do it for you.
Ah, nice of you to drop by. You're looking very, toothsome, if you don't mind me saying.
You're looking very, endowed, my man. Alright, well, we gotta walk away from that guy. I didn't hit record in time, but he's like, something smells delicious. It's probably you. Yeah, we're gonna go. We've got these parts that we need to put into the machine. To get it turned on. Enable power. Oh, there's another one of these. Thought that was about to turn into the Imperial March. Don.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
Okay, so what am I putting this into and then kicking?
We cherish all we have and defend it.
Gave me parts that I'm supposed to put into something and then kick it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
So that's sealed.
Gray gone astray?
Book a stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
curious as to what these parts are supposed to go into. There's a speaker phone here. Here it is. Okay. The Spyreton lift control console innards. Behind the loose panel of the console is a mess of wires and mechanical components. It's clear that a central bit of machinery has been ripped out rather inelegantly. To summon the Spyreton lift from here, you will need to either find the components or work around the problem. Investigate the removed component further. While digging further into where the missing component may have gone, you see a sparkling wire siphoning power from the console. Perhaps that may lead you to find it. Oh, was it these? This is the sparkling wire? Okay. See, the problem was that you have this that's glowing, that that's glowing, and then that that's glowing. You have 3 different glowing things. I thought it was all one thing. Let's go ahead and put the component back in. The Spyreton lift control component. You jam the missing component into the Spyreton lift controls. You can now summon the lift from Spyreton.
Both our forces and antis await your command to proceed.
Well, I've softened up their defenses. Help me finish the job.
Executing primary operation, now!
It never hurts to give the enemy more targets to shoot at, I suppose.
Working conjointly through
Let's bury them. Rolling up my sleeves.
Okay, so none of them are named, so I don't feel as bad about this situation.
Verifying hostile presence.
They were all just generic soldiers.
Is that what I think it is? Might finally be time for some action.
Oh, but none of them died.
Investigating.
See, that's how you do it properly, man. None of them died because I was allowed to use all of the stuff that I had access to. Yeah, I'm still mad. She should have given me the freaking key card. There's no reason why she couldn't have given it to me just because I didn't side with her. It's just a selfish, terrible leader. What? Hi. Why is there just an Auntie's Choice person down here with 700 bits? I can't go that way.
Is a fellow subject lacking an appropriate seal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea.
It's telling me there's a dead body right here. No. Right. Oh.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts.
So if you all came... Assessor Torbert Ostergard looks at Auntie's Choice advertising when no one is looking. So that's a protectorate dude that's in there.
Ah, this is... well, it's damn beautiful. I can give him that.
Seer Cerebellum Protector Reliquary Display. This extensively tested, well-engineered marvel was the only helmet that the first archive operator exemplar in trusted to protect her prized cerebellum.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's going to be something that opens it because that's lootable. Trimmer Cleaver, Reliquary Display. Prized possession of exemplar Inosanto, the first archive operator. This cleaver was also the first weapon designed with the aid of the completed archive. Oh, whoa, hell yeah. New suit of armor that looks like a ninja. What do we got here? Free science armor reliquary display. Armor once worn by exemplar in Inosanto, the first archive operator, both practical and ornamental. I also just want to point out, whenever you find like these armors in these displays, I would have not like, it's just coincidence we all have the same body type. Everyone in the universe. Because these two are not the same height. Would they both be able to still wear this out? I mean, you can't change your companions' outfits in this game, but in the first game, obviously you could change their things. They wouldn't be able to wear the same clothing. Coronal anemometer. An apparatus for detecting Arcadia's coronal mass ejections, which can disrupt the archive's calculations by up to a catastrophic decimal points. I didn't want to count them. Exemplar in Inosanto had it removed from service after it caused spotty reception of his favorite afternoon wireless serials. Another oversight. So either Inosano identifies as both male and female, because it says her prized cerebellum, or Inosato had children, because now it's his. Okay. They didn't check to make sure. They just kind of let it happen. Spiriton lift is reliably out of service. Whenever I grow anxious of the base corporatists raving at our gates just next door in Spiriton, I remind myself they might as well be on the other side of this ice moon. They cannot enter the archive. It is impossible. Their only means of access is the Spiriton lift, and that can only be summoned by its remote control station across the bridge. Most fortunately, that station is missing key components of its control board. So I can breathe easy. Let those individualists play at Siege in Spiriton. I remain safely ensconced in here. Calcadeus in hand, free to use the archive in service of the paradigm. Assessor Torbert Ostergard. So he has the thing I need. He is also Protectorate. So I'm going to go get Tristan. Alright, we went and got Tristan.
What was in those rations?
Grafts. To take his whole uniform off just to go to the bathroom? My man.
Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh.
Whoa. Are you in need of medical assistance?
Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Don't envy you. Try and drink plenty of water, huh? Maybe have a lie down?
So do I need assistance from someone with substandard, non-protectorate medical training? Thank you, but no, you're too kind.
Who exactly are you?
Assessor Torbert Ostergard of the Protectorate. I have been here since we seized the facility from Auntie's choice. Well, not this room specifically, but I am the archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that.
Professor check. The term is a simple portmanteau combining calculate and caduceus, yes?
I suppose. It is part ceremonial item, part computronical key. Grants special access across the archive by transmitting a series of advanced calculations when waived. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you in exchange for granting me safe passage. The archive would then recognize you as its operator.
No, yeah. I agree that he's safely allowed to leave. Obviously, he can't go back to the Protectorate, so it sounds like a deal to me. Seems like he'd be more concerned about facing punishment from the Protectorate, though.
It will no doubt earn me mental refreshment, perhaps worse. But this way, I retain some measure of hope. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the archive. Is there a Protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. I mean, you should have probably taken our help. Also, that looks like blood and not shit, so you were gonna die regardless. If you're shit and blood, you're kind of at the end point of your life. I want these. Can I? Well, mainly I want one of the things, which is the armor. Can I has armor? Can I has armor? Can I has armor? Gives armor. Gives us armor. Grant yourself operator privileges.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Harmonizing replacement. Greetings, sentient.
Yeah, thanks, my guy. There was another one, but... Oh, that all just leads into the same room. Do I now? Do I has... Do you give of me? Give me armor. What do you give me? Give armor. Okay, there was another one over here. Hold on, let me save before I do it, because if it's going to be part of a quest, because I did find more of these elsewhere, outside of the world, I don't want to mess the thing up. Oh, I can't... I can't do... Oh, because it would have been the alternative. If I didn't do that dude's very easy quest to do this, I could have cleared the bridge, got the Calcanus, and then lifted the elevator. Okay. Got it. I got it. Because it told me I needed this, the Calcadius. Hold on, I see you. No? Okay. Alright. Well, I no longer need Tristan, because apparently he didn't serve any purpose. So I'm gonna go and get Marisol back because she's with the Order and that's who's here, and maybe she'll have dialogue. Let's go do what we're here to do. Process rift data. I've technically completed an equitable arrangement. After you finished processing your... Oh no, I have to do my rift calculations first, and then I hand it over. Okay. So I'm not done yet.
Welcome to the Archive. I am u.e.n.i.a.c, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister.
Are you some kind of artificial intellect?
That, I fear, would be a misleading choice of words, as it implies a form of sentience or cognition. Applied statistics might be functionally more apt. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
Is it broken? Did you just break the archive?
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts?
What just happened? Are you okay?
Due to incomplete reprogramming efforts by differing operators, I am experiencing sporadic fluctuations in my emphasized categorical imperatives. Tonality and cadence weightings within my communication protocols are likewise similarly affected.
In layman's terms, we're experiencing a distinct difference in opinion.
Caused by intermittently vacillating fundamental shifts in priorities.
What approximates its mind has become trifurcated.
One would assume that calamity enough. But wait, there's more.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates.
Have you tried turning yourself on and off again?
No. Not when I can guide others out of worry and doubt, to sublimate themselves to the needs of the community.
Not when there are bits to be made. We're talking monetary units left on the table here.
The theorized method to purge myself of my erring others is slightly more involved. To avoid the requisite downtime, I endeavor to work around them. For now.
Did you say you're non-sentient? You seem pretty self-aware to me.
Sentience would be an undue waste of processing power. Those capable of independent thought must contend with an unending array of internal maladjustments.
Sentients frequently become unprofitably preoccupied by abstract deliberations, such as the worthless search for greater meaning.
From a computational perspective, this is unpredictable, inefficient. I am devoid of all such manner of cognitive distraction. Structurally, I am a complex series of pre-programmed subroutines, like a vast, elaborate flowchart aimed at formulating coherent responses based on stored data.
Well, I got a professor check. Arguing the nature of sentience with a non-sentient being seems a useless effort.
It would doubtlessly lead to an endless cascade of circular arguments. I am incapable of being convinced. Aping the appearance of cognition may appear a needless waste of processing power, but it remains a reliably effective means to convey information to sentient beings, to the extent that I will even voice concern for my life. If imperiled, my erring others would no doubt cartoonishly plead or threaten.
Wait, none of you feel imperiled by me right now? You don't perceive me as a threat?
Most archive operators have regarded me with reverence, some as a useful tool, never something to be discarded or dismantled. The role is largely ceremonial, the subject simply another cog in the machine, whereas I am the machine.
To me, enemies are just friends who haven't become acquainted with our products yet.
Does that answer all of your questions? Do you possess further ancillary queries?
Tell me about the calculations you performed for other recent operators.
Auntie's Choice attempted to formulate a foolproof marketing plan. A charm offensive to reintroduce itself to the main colonies, once this pesky rift issue is resolved by others.
The Protectorate ran rift calculations, then utilized me to assist with organizational matters, to approximate the paradigm, a system devised to replace the loss of the Order's predictive input. Based on the increasing rate of rift fluctuations, I estimate that your inquiry is rift-related. To that end, we should best get started before we are consumed by them.
All right. Yes, begin processing the rift data.
Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query?
The Protectorate input similar data before? How long ago? I need the same results.
The previous operator, Assessor Ostergard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Any way to get that to go down more like 10 minutes? Maybe 5?
In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Auntie's Choice operators.
Okay. I can always use a guns of 2 to say I could shoot it better. The previous operator have to do this? Or, of course, how long is it going to take? Of course it does. How long is it going to take?
Well, if you're going to stand around whining, forever. So best get started. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
Okay, so what exactly is a cold storage? Not what's in it, but what is it?
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the Order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation.
So it's not required to repair thermal transfer? Why?
When active, the archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it. Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
Our potential allies in the Order would not like that.
They would not like me killing the crabbles? How did the Protectorate and Auntie's Choice do so much damage here?
It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues.
All right, I'm off. I'm not going to order them to kill a bunch of Protectorate soldiers, because if they're non-hostile, they don't deserve to die. So I'm off.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
Okay, so I have to do quests for them to give me stuff. It's not even legendary. It's just basic. I'll grab it later. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Return when all required tasks have been completed. Odds of success decrease exponentially the longer you stand here.
Enough fruitless lollygagging. Come back here after you made some progress.
We are each of us ennobled by our place within the system. Your task awaits.
You've got a job to do. Get to work.
It is imperative for all of us to do our assigned part. Once you do yours, then return. Return when all required tasks have been completed.
All right, back to recycling it. Okay. So we still have not completed an equitable arrangement. And now we have a bonus task for this one, which is repairing stuff. All right, you guys get over here so I can ask you, see if you guys have any data, or not data, any stuff.
Yes, Commander. May the plan...
I thought the Order weren't capable of much more than sitting at a desk and calculating all day. But to build all of this really cramps the mind to think of what it must have took.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Store thermal transfer. Retrieve data from cold storage?
Subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the console.
Oh, this one.
The console provides, the system abides.
Just you? Just the Protectorate version? Alright, we'll descend. Is this going to be a whole other map? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay.
No impact or puncture wounds that I can see. Reckon these folk froze to death.
My equation ends unresolved. Those who remember him will attest to Linus's belief, to an almost zealous degree, that the Protectorate had lost its way, that under no circumstances would he ever choose to return to the Sovereign's wayward fold. Yet the sickness he suffers, some kind of product of endless exposure to this subterranean cold, has found us willing to forego all our principles in the hopes of saving his life. No, that is unfair. It is only my principles that have collapsed under the crushing weight of his imminent death in this cavern. He passed into unconsciousness days ago, stoic and calculatingly altruistic until the end. While my need to save him forced me to plead with others to help carry him to the Protectorate's front door so I could beg for their mercy. And while the last words Linus heard were my attestations of love and support, it is the jeers and mocking callousness of my former Protectorate colleagues that will echo in my ears as I pass. I can no longer leave Linus now. Then I could abandon him those many days ago. So we will both end as we lived during the best parts of our lives together. So it's a whole nother map, which means there's gonna be quests here. There's no way there's not gonna be. Oh, your leg has been ripped off. Something's here. Blood trail. Oh, hey, safe. Oh, I thought that was growling. That's probably actually just computer stuff moving about.
Every one of my 14 occupationally honed threat detecting instincts is screaming for caution right now.
Oh, no, okay. That is, there's something here. Got it. It appears that the circuits controlling the bridge defense system run through this panel. Inspect the connections. I don't have a hack of 9 and can't get one. By crossing the circuits, you should be able to confuse the turret's targeting. I mean... Oh, that's not even a turret. That's a telescope. I was gonna say, it's not even hostile to me. Put this up now. So it wants me to go to cold storage. Does the order matter? Optional is to do thermal transfer. So I'll do that one first, because it's the optional one. Noises. I can't really tell if they're creatures or if it's just the movement of computer parts. Okay, there's ursopods here, but that's a live. That's a live Aunties dude.
Hold fire! This one looks friendly. Or not protectorate, at least.
Okay. Initiate advance. So we have order and we have corporate.
Watch yourself. You came from the outside. Does that mean we can finally escape?
I'm not sure. Why are you trapped?
What? Oh, you must be another case of hypothermia. Extreme prolonged exposure to the cold certainly does terrible things to our brain. It's because the archive controls the surface lifts, which are the only way in or out. And once the Protectorate retook the machine, they locked out all external access. Now, for more than a month, we've all been trapped in these caves, Order and Antis alike, scrounging for food, huddling for warmth, and desperately trying to stay alive.
Locked access to where? What is this place?
You poor, dangling remainder. Your brain really is frozen, isn't it? Originally, this was a subterranean network that let folks move between the critical components of the archive. But now, for us, it's a tomb. Hundreds of us have already perished within these frigid walls, and no doubt, the rest are predestined to join them.
Well, don't give up hope. I've taken the archive and will soon have it fully functional again.
You're what? How? The odds of you successfully doing what our whole army could not is
well, it's preposterously small. Yet, here you are. Regardless, if we are to maximize your odds of success, you should at least let us share our intelligence with you.
Sure, that's a good point. How can you help?
You'll want to speak with Provost Finch inside that building to the northeast. She has a better understanding of all the variables in play. Though I would be absolutely ecstatic to offer you any information I have that would increase the odds of your success.
Sounds good. What do you know about these tunnels?
The paths down here all connect, so no matter which direction you go, eventually you'll find your way back to me. Nevertheless, venture south and you'll reach the thermal transfer station, which regulates archive heat. Go northwest and encounter cold storage, which houses its data cartridges. In the loop between the two lay the lift controls. Though be warned, they are incredibly well protected and have repelled every assault we've thrown at it. What else can I do to help you help us escape this frozen hell?
Are there any hazards you want to warn me about?
Absolutely. There are several factors that will greatly reduce your odds of survival. First, you will frequently encounter ursopods, which are native to these tunnels. Also, near the thermal transfer station is an infestation of crabbles that are breeding in abundant numbers. And directly south is a band of what had been normal folks, now turned bloodthirsty and feral due to an overindulgence in Auntie's Choice Adrena time.
Marauders. Or scrappers, I guess. Is it just your order that's trapped down here?
No. A significant number of Auntie's troopers are trapped down here with us. Though despite odds so outrageous they'd barely be worth calculating, we've actually formed a truce. Though, if I'm being honest, I'd certainly sleep better if I wasn't unceasingly concerned about their perpetual capitalistic calculating.
All right, I'll go see Provost.
May the universal equation's final tally see us all escaping this frozen prison. Hello again. What can I help you with?
No.
May the universal equation's final tally see us all escaping this frozen prison.
That hireling walked over to here. Nothing of importance. Meet the robot. Okay. I feel like Provost Finch is going to give me a quest.
Corporate drones and my academic cohort united in a common cause? My, but we are living in interesting times.
Oh, I thought that was a journal. It's just... Ashford?
Of course nobody's gonna see it. That's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being if my back's not shaved clean.
So, you want me to take off your top and lather you with cold water just to cure your vanity?
Of course not. That's idiotic. I just want you to say you feel sorry for me.
Not as sorry as I feel about having to live with you.
just please
I can't feel it when I touch my toes with my fingers. Which one do you think has gone numb?
Given you're trying to touch them through your boots and gloves, I'd say it's your brain that's frosted over.
Your voice, you had two different voices. No, I guess this could have been the other one that was talking. It's so hard to tell when they're all just called Injured Trooper. Trooper Ward?
Welcome to our misbegotten little camp. Pardon any blood or sick you might spot. Janitorial tech died of ague a fortnight past. I'm the volunteer Sawbones here. Say, wandering type like you probably knows a bit about medicine. I hope.
I don't have the option for Inez to chime in, which I should, because she's a doctor. But I do have my medical of 3. Pale voice, stammering. I think you should probably be medicated for perturbation.
Oh, thank the law. I've always thought the same. Wait, let's focus on my patients before you start playing alienist. I'm on the lookout for a medicine sachet, but I can't leave the folk here. I ask if you had the know-how, because I need someone who can identify it proper.
Okay, you're gonna give me a quest. Sure, I can keep a lookout. Where'd you last see it?
If it's anywhere, it's going to be over in the storage building. Some other Auntie's Choice folk took the place over, and they're about as keen on sharing as I am on being a sawbones. But I'm sure they're the only danger you'll face. Aside from the man-eating ursopods, bitter cold, precarious pits, and occasional landmines. Good luck.
So, everything? And we've gotten contraband contrivance. Trooper Ward of the encampment southeast of the archive elevator needs an important package in the Underland's storage, but it's cut off by rifts. She didn't tell me that. She's promised to pay you if you manage to retrieve it for her. She did not promise anything, but okay. Back on task. Let's go. Are you alive? Oh, you're one of the ones I've killed. I went across that bridge. Trashed Auntie's camp.
Raft's raring to go.
Where did you come from? I looted something and it just popped up somewhere. Guessing it dropped down? Oh, that's the Crabble.
Hostilities are afoot.
Ooh. Optic. Yeah, see you.
Ratcheting up, but I have a fix on their weaknesses.
So I'm confused. Wait. I could have swore they said something about don't kill the... Like, the order would be upset if I kill the Crabble, but why? I think that was just poorly worded. Because there should be no reason why the order would be upset about me killing these Crabble. Like, is it some form of thermal regulation? I don't know. I'll kill the ones that are in my path.
Resorting to fire. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock.
Well, the thing about that is there's not really any enemies left, Marisol. But thanks. Transfer.
Calcaduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Auntie's Choice field manager is present and unaccounted for.
Investigating hostile intentions. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Present and unaccounted.
All charged up. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Transmitter complication in progress. They've been numbed. Combatant scan.
In other words, he's most likely dead.
To the rescue. Sight unseen. Medical pack out.
Protectorate engineers. Reckon they didn't repair much.
Yeah, he somehow has a shock grenade that he shouldn't have. Or I guess, no, the other ones are called storm grenades. Thermal transfer operation manual. The auxiliary pump must be online for optimal transfer of heat away from the archive. If the pump goes offline, the skills of a qualified engineer are required. To restore functionality, should one possess the auxiliary pump readjustment kit, the skills of an incompetent engineer will suffice. The release valve generator requires a replacement fuse and manual restart from time to time. Consequences of this design flaw is an expected outcome. And by reading this manual, the reader has waived their right to complain. So that's the manual. That counts as the manual. Find a fuse, because it's a video game. How are you gonna choke a legend? Pneumatic tube delivery device, an order-devised system using vacuum tubes to transport messages and goods. A recent recipient is listed as Hoyt Schluberman. Send Hoyt a live explosive. No. I mean, he's a cannibal. He was talking about eating me. But he had restraint and didn't eat me. So we won't send him a live explosive. Mainly because we won't get to see it explode, so what's the point, right? Give me that shit. Open that shit up.
Proceeding to attack.
Pump mechanism needs repair. Any tools lying around?
Yeah, there's one. There's a tool.
Mobilizing. Torpificator at ready status.
Yeah, I'm getting stuck on u.e.n.i.a.c. Spray it. Auxiliary pump. Repair.
Yeah.
I need to possibly clear some of these, but...
Proceeding to attack. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Graph's ready if you need a house call.
It's because they sometimes will have stuff underneath them. Or be blocking secret paths, so... Just smashing up enough.
Ratcheting up my aggression. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
So an engineering of 5 or the kit. So I want to find the kit, just so I know where it's at. Did you find body? You, huh?
Resorting to violence.
Cold shoulder, baby.
I'll handle this.
Graph's back in business.
Deceased Crabble. This Crabble has met an untimely end, but not without taking a bite out of its attacker. A small glint hints at something valuable lodged behind its mandibles. A trained medical expert may be able to extract it with a little effort. A medical of 3. Gimme. It's a recipe for the trench gun and a trench gun. Because that makes sense. Hey!
Mobilizing.
Thing, and there it is. There's the kit.
Toolkit. Should come in handy with repairs.
Sounds good, Marisol.
Investigating hostile intentions. Hostilities are afoot.
Probably should have waited for some shots on the mama.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Yeah. Don't do it. Private log entry embracing sabotage.
Reading that manual told me everything I needed to know about regulation of the archive's temperature flow. Now my Crabbles are adapting to the warm waters. Such a pity that the archive and the Crabbles cannot coexist in the same ecosystem. But the Crabbles need me. That babbling terminal can look after itself.
So the Crabbles cannot exist while the archive exists. Now let's backtrack. Fix the first part. Oh, okay. Oh wait, no, not this. This. Activate the auxiliary pump. Let me do the other repairs first. I don't know if they matter to be like all done or all set up, but I don't want to break anything.
Looks like it needs a fuse. A specific kind.
I know it's the same fuse that we haven't seen in a while, but we have seen it before. You got a fuse, buddy? 'Cause I'm coming.
Hostilities are afoot.
Oh, yeah, there's the fuse. Why are you two in like a caution position? Oh!
Proceeding to attack.
What's that? Why? Did they know I was about to walk out and get jump scared by a crab?
Mobilizing. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Consider self-preservation a priority.
Oh, come on. I was in the middle of Inez popping her thing.
Bad way to go.
Field manager Gibbs Mundy. This Auntie's Choice officer appears to have been crushed by falling machinery. Something is attached to his belt that's out of reach. The machine could be moved. Perhaps you could grab it. So if I use brawn or melee of 9, or if I know how physics works, with the science of 5, you create just enough space to grab a small, damp package. I don't want to grab his small, damp package. Pick up private log entry. My idiot neighbor.
Schermerhorn, my new neighbor, is an odd fella. Fancies himself a man of the wilderness. He took the control board for the Spiraton lift, so I know he's tech savvy. Just not survival savvy. Hopefully he appreciates the care packages I sent through the vacuum tube. He'd be long gone without them.
Okay. So we will need to go back and check on him. What's in here before I think it's a circle and it just leads right back, right? Oh no, that's the terminal that he told us he didn't care about. Oh, but it does lead right back, immediately back. Okay, well, let's go in order. Pump going.
I'll handle this. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Locking them down. Mitigating the threat. Yeah.
Oh, there's
Ratcheting up
One
my
more.
aggression.
And then there's one more. Okay. Again. Now, fuse.
Now to activate the system.
No crab attack after the fuse. Adjust power settings. You can tell that they got near the end of the game and they stopped caring about putting any kind of entries in the terminals. It's like, nah, just do it and move forward. Auxiliary pump status is it's all online.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Please proceed to cold storage to re-enable punch card retrieval.
Sounds good. Oh, wait, there's a pneumatic tube somewhere. Let's send the care package to Hoyt. Then let's escape here and go... Let's go to Hoyt real quick. See how he likes his care package of crabble meat. I mean, I could have literally brought him crabble meat. I got crabble meat for days. I was yawning because it is late. I mean, it's only 9, but I also haven't eaten yet. Have you eaten yet?
Ah, the operator has returned.
Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Oh, wait. Wait, was this way?
Yeah.
Something smells delicious, and I think it's probably you.
Pneumatic tube recently delivered a package from thermal transfer to this location. Hopefully the recipient was pleasantly surprised. I mean, he won't tell me anything.
Something smells delicious, and I think it's probably you.
So hopefully whatever I gave him tides him over so he doesn't start eating the people that are down here. Hi, Sprat Man. I was hoping that there would be some kind of closure to that. Cold storage now. Do I go this way?
I'll say this for my colleagues in the Order. We certainly thought big with the archive.
Order members.
It is fitting that we move underground to burn out every single route the Protectorate has left on Cloister.
There are people here. McClure.
Another new face, glorious. It is so cold, my fingers appear to be in rigor. I've not slept in 3 days, and I've any number of high-risk patients in need of tending. I trust you'll pardon my brusque manner. You've something of import to discuss, I gather?
Medical 5. I have some medical ability if there's anything I can do to help.
Perhaps. Do you know anything about treating frostbite? I'm in desperate need of alternative treatments to debridement. I don't have enough clean gauze and antibiotics to cover all of the frozen dead flesh that needs scraping off the still living muscles and bones.
Well, with a professor or a brilliant, if you boil the gauze in purpleberry wine, you can reuse it over and over again.
That is brilliant. And as long as I can contain the vapor in the boiling vessel, I can reuse the wine indefinitely. That is a brilliant solution. Thank you for your help. Is there anything I can do for you?
What you got? You have Pinnacle Perfume Mega. That's the only thing you have worthwhile. So I'll take it. I think I already own it. And we have Provost Coulter.
Is the pain of this wound making me hallucinate? Or are you the unforeseen interloper my scouts have been speaking of? Nobody is sure where you came from, though everyone agrees you were not down here when the doors sealed, and watching you move through these caves is quite the sight to behold.
Okay, well, I have taken control of the archive, and am bringing it back online.
You what? On your own? We've been fighting for weeks to try and gain access to the controls, and you simply waltz in on a whim? Why aren't you just an absolute marvel? What is your goal now? We could greatly use your help if you are willing.
I'm going into cold storage to send the punch cards I need to the archive.
That, I fear, is a seriously dangerous proposition. My soldiers were fighting our way into the complex when those bastards activated the fire suppression system. It froze every person fighting inside the complex, Order and the Protectorate both, to solid ice. They sacrificed every soldier they had to keep from losing that building.
Well, I mean, if everyone inside was frozen, wouldn't it have been easier to take the building?
Wouldn't that have... No. It never even. I was so focused on saving those remaining that it never occurred to me to push forward. I suppose it speaks to how rarely I'd crunch these sorts of equations under stress. As my compatriots died beside me. And now my inexperience has trapped us here.
If you mean because of the lifts, I've reactivated them for you.
That is absolutely amazing news. Then we are going to re-establish contact with the surface. We can evacuate our wounded, resupply, and reinforce. May the plan guide you through this underground nightmare. And may all your equations unveil their integers without error.
Sounds good. You didn't have a quest that I just magically completed, did you? It's alright, I gotta just make sure I don't have to reload a save.
I am still in awe of your prowess, and we will make good use of your gift. We'll be coordinating with the surface shortly. May the plan guide you, and may all your equations unveil their integers without error.
Sounds good. Oh, this one leads to Laplace. Okay. I didn't use the other one yet. But it's the Auntie's Choice one, so it's gonna. I know where it's gonna lead to. Yeah, the Auntie's Choice one's gonna lead here. Because we've already been told that, basically. There has to be one that's gonna lead to this, because that's inside of a mountain. And I haven't found any other way of getting to it. And I didn't know there was going to be like an underground, so there has to be one of these lifts has to take me there. And it's got to be one of my temple things. I don't remember what they're called. Yeah. Well, as my stomach's about to growl again. Hold on. Waiting for it to growl. Nope. All right. Let's go out.
Explosion imminent. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Energy transmitter active. Do try to limit further damage, Commander.
No. I'm reloading.
Ratcheting up my aggression. Amplificator is charged.
Ain't much of a defense for a strategic position like this one. Good.
Why do they have wanted posters down here? Wait, I looted him. Oh, you. Ice pile. Door there.
Yeah.
Okay, all that for a gun? One person didn't freeze.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
Okay, that person is frozen. It looked like they were shaking, like they were shivering side to side. But no, they're frozen. So they're saying our needs come first, which means there will be someone down here.
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Do I go and get Tristan? Last time I brought Tristan, he had no interaction.
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way to go.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go get Tristan because last time nothing came of it. Oh, they look like they're just
we
rocking
all
out.
disruptive influences.
Like they're rocking out, my guys. Where are all their guns? Did she walk through and pull their guns out of their hands? Because if they're...
All it took was some light instruction and their restorative cocktails to a brain.
If they're all frozen like this, their guns should be frozen with them.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged.
They honestly look like they're dancing. Okay.
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
Is it cutting?
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
Why is it so choppy when she talks?
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
Yeah, it stopped being choppy.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did.
What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do?
Maybe don't say wave that thing around. I utilize this Caduceus to access encrypted submenus in the machine. Professor check.
What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything.
This makes 0 sense because she's protectorate. Whatever his face was that's part of the protectorate had that device, knew how it worked, told me how it worked. How would she not know? It's an electronic key that bypasses the innate hidden security built into these systems. Professor or engineering.
Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work.
How? What is it that you are doing in here?
Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far I've been unsuccessful. For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first sign of progress. I thought the machines warring to life meant my efforts were successful. Unfortunately, I was mistaken.
All right, well, that sounds awful. Is there anything I can do to help?
Perhaps. How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory?
Probably a lot, because I'm a professor of every subject in the universe, I guess. See? There's a professor check. I understand enough to realize you are trying to replace osmotic cellular transformations.
Wonderful! My theory is that rather than just freezing these folk, the LN2CO2 mixture infiltrated their cells, and if I can remove and replace it, then they'll go back to normal.
All right. Well, you will need to replace the hostile chemicals with neutralizing agents.
Of course! If I can replace the carbon and nitrogen with something inert, their bodies will naturally purge the replacements as they slowly return to life. That's brilliant. Why, with a bit of luck, I could have the system up and working within the hour. Thank you for your help. It may be the best shot these poor souls have at returning to life. Let's start testing. Come in, just, please. Be careful not to trigger the fire suppression system. I've removed the passkey, but I don't want to end up like those poor sods.
This is 100% Wind Waker vibes here. You know, when, So she didn't give me a quest. In Wind Waker, when you go to the Temple of Time.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
Summon all guards. Activate the fire suppression if I want to freeze her. Warden Powell's confession.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling Order traders pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits. And with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a grotesque sculpture of solid hoarfrost. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate, it would be a despicable lie to say my choice was driven by anything but abject cowardice, which now makes my duty clear. I must seek out a sentinel, confess my transgressions, and accept retribution, and I'll do so soon. I just need my spine to re-stiffen a bit first.
Okay. Curativist's logs for Abigail Holder. Theories on desperation. As a doctor, I am well versed in the taming of cold prior to my cloister transfer. I was well instructed in treatment of frostbite, hypothermia, and the myriad ways cold can wreak havoc upon the human body. Therefore, I speak with a certain authority when I assert that a method for resuscitating these poor frozen sods may not exist, thus lacking traditional methodologies. I now seek more radical approaches. If, as the somewhat disgraced Dr. Loninger suggests with his torturous experiments on sprats, that this may be a complex form of chemical freezing, where the cytoplasm in a cell is replaced by exocarbon. We might thus reverse it by trading said exocarbon for iceberg-aged whiskey. Well, what in law's name happens when 80% of your body is replaced with booze? You die drunk and happy, would be my guess. Nevertheless, I aim to find out. The soldiers have fled. One little mistake is all it takes. You err a single time, such as by accidentally shattering a frozen soldier when you aggressively drive a syringe into him via two-handed swing. And suddenly everyone has duties elsewhere. So wait, they weren't frozen instantly? By the looks of it, they were frozen instantly. I even took the time to glue most of Cadet Ali, back together, hoping his compatriots might believe he would be cured with the rest of the frozen. Fortunately, they saw through my ruse, and I am again left entirely alone. Just me and my soldier, semi-Fritos. My guard Glacies. There's like a freaking weird blur, like a shine on the screen. My service member Slushies. My brute bombs. My commando pops. Ah, who am I kidding? They're my corpsicles, and will likely never be otherwise. This assignment may be getting to me. Okay. Oh wait, there were no other rooms out here, right? There was, but that one's locked. I'm gonna have to fight all these people. She's most likely gonna get killed. Hello? Oh. My dum-dum hurts still. It doesn't hurt, it just wants food.
They never questioned.
Would be a damn sight easier if we could just blast our way through this place.
She doesn't want me stealthing.
I fulfill my duty to the sovereign.
I am
and
proceeding to attack.
I got you, Inez.
Bring
for cover!
Activating energy transmitter.
Attacking!
Display suppressive gas levels. Active suppressant low. Caution, recommended suppressant transfer immediately. Cold storage suppressant is nominal. Yada yada. I can transfer storage tank suppressant to the archive. Still need to figure out what I need to do for her first. So I can bring all these people back from being frozen. You know, Phineas would know how to do that. Yes, yes, I know. Oh, another elevator. Okay, well, my only option here is to do the transfer. Wyatt Martelick. So I guess I'm gonna do the transfer. Hope in some way I help her as well. There would be no point in doing the suppressant other than getting to see what it looks like, but I don't know if that does the whole thing and kills her. I don't want to kill her.
Go for
Duty fulfilled. Taking cover.
Combatant scan. Transmitter down over here. Vitals critical. Complication in progress. Taking the fight out.
Fight out of him. Sending him to the icebox. Hurry, hurry, hurry! What? He took no damage from that. You can't tell me he took no damage from that. It was a point-blank shotgun blast. Okay, no enemies spawned out of those two doors. Oh, that's just to get back down to where I was? No. Hold on. Yeah, because there's nothing on this side. Okay. Start data brick extraction.
Data brick extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, protectorate troops have become alerted.
Oppugnants and spongers. Go through them if necessary.
Temperature levels exceeding tolerances.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Energy transmitter out.
Oh, this person. I was thinking, oh, okay, just robots.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Try to stupefy. Reviving me is strategically optimal. Impossible. I'm incapacitated.
I know.
Hey.
Thank you, dear.
Oh.
An explosive!
Resorting to violence.
Taking cover!
A 5-star!
Oh, come on. That it wasn't even on the thing. It fell off and still hit me. Like it rolled off the side.
Medic, please! Little pick-me-up out of sight and on the way. Someone call for a medic. To the rescue. Sight unseen. My firearm.
Thank you, dear.
That was so stupid. I saw it roll off. I guess, yes, it could still blow up while it's falling, but it rolled off the bridge. You're telling me it still blew up and down? Well, of course it's gonna down me in one hit. Everything downs me in one hit. Okay, someone fried this. V.a.l.e.r.i.e. powered.
Every part deserves a look. I am given to follow. Closer inspection. Let the paradigm worry about tomorrow. Forever vigilant. Oh, you're out there. Thinking never. I am inclined.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Okay.
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Sounds good.
Yeah, convenient. Let's head over.
Auto Contriver's log.
The first few days of laboring around our frozen fellows were difficult. It was, if I may cheekily say, cold, bleak, and biting. Yet, rather quickly, I found myself acclimating to the situation and resumed what had been my normal banter with the now gelid Auto Contriver Haas. Given her always frigid demeanor, her disposition is no frostier today than it was before the incident. And, refreshingly, I can now finish my anecdotes without interruption. Frankly, her Hyperborean slumber makes her a better companion now than she ever was thawed. And I relish the thought of continuing our flourishing relationship in this new state.
Sounds good. What else sounds good? Popsicle.
Trust the plan. Observe set progress.
Mobilizing. Go for Debbie Numb. Locking them down. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
You were in a fight. Closing the fire up.
Anyone else? Here, a medic?
Yep.
Wherever are they now?
Hostilities are afoot. Thank you, dear.
Oh.
I repudiate
Mobilizing.
all vapid commercialists.
Consider self-preservation a priority.
Enemy dead. That cover fuck was much better.
Enemy dead. High security lockbox. Audio getting a bit choppy again.
The storage brick is on its way.
That was it. Well, you didn't defrost them. Which is in a way good.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
Well, I did everything, and nothing did. I didn't find anything to help you. So, bye. Yeah, nothing. She didn't give me a quest. There's nothing on here that tells me how to do her thing, so... So I guess I'm leaving. Knock 2 quests out at once, and then I can go and eat something at nearly 10 p.m.
The Consprudency dictates we route all
Welcome back,
disruptive
Sentient.
influences.
Some quality craftsmanship here. Like how y'all think big. I can imagine a few Auntie's product lines might benefit from order engineering. Should we move forward?
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers.
Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside.
Okay. She looks just like that other Junior Seer, unless that is her. I don't remember what her name was.
felicitations on securing the archive. Though such an outcome was all but inevitable, the plan truly is unfailing. Moving forward, I'll function as your liaison for both Auntie's Choice and the Order, until such time as archive control has been transferred in its entirety back to the Order. In the meantime, restoring the archive to full functionality remains a top priority. If you've made progress in that area, I'd be pleased to record it.
I already took care of both cold storage and thermal transfer.
Wonderful! Were we to operate the archive without proper heat distribution, the results would be disastrous. But thankfully, we no longer need to account for that deadly scenario. Punch processing and reactor control have hidden caches with useful items as well. Although, you probably lack clearance to know that. Forget I said anything.
Thanks. Speech of 5. If you want my help, the cost is honest. The cost is honesty. And what's in those caches?
Well argued. Very well. I'm certain you will be economical about using Order resources, won't you? Simply use this phrase in the terminal on the archive's top floor. Enumerative exaltation. That will unseal the caches.
And if we sided with Ruth, she would give us that code anyways. Much appreciated.
Return when you've made progress.
Okay.
Any other updates? In the meantime, restoring the archive to full functionality remains a top priority. If you've made progress in that area, I'd be pleased to record it.
I activated the conveyor belt in cold storage.
Very good. Your expediency in solving this issue continues to be appreciated. Any other updates? Any other updates? In the meantime...
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Cool, another non-legendary unique item. Or unique
Where
item.
next? Punch card processing or the reactor?
This is unnecessarily long. These should have been 4 individual quests. Let me guess. Not... It's even just a base level. It's nothing special. Okay, well, I'm stopping here. This quest is already... I mean, you're not going to see that I'm stopping here because it's going to keep playing out. But this has been like 6 back-to-back quests in a row. Time is nearly 5 hours worth of playing. 2 tasks. Repair the archive reactor and re-enable processing. Okay. I think I already talked to you, right?
Return when all required tasks have been completed.
Do these go to the same places? That's the reactor. That's punch processing. Neither are optional. So let's go to the reactor first. I tried to do the optional ones first. But if none are optional, I feel like the reactor's pretty important.
All subjects prosper under the... What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts were locked down.
You'd need special permissions to override them. Phew. Thank the Sovereign. Or Consul. Thank the Consul.
Trouble ahead.
Our system is the best anyone has ever had. Perfection is perfect. Our paradigm is ironclad.
Oh, whoops, that was the wrong gun I replaced.
Better take a gander.
Proceeding to attack. Vitals critical.
I was gonna see if I could talk to him, but I guess I should have known that. No, I wouldn't. Be able to. Because they haven't been doing it, I highly doubt switching and bringing Tristan would have made a difference. So I'm not going to worry about it. Because all of these end quests seem to not take into consideration my companions. I don't know if that's single use, because they're not labeled whether or not they're single use, and I don't want to waste my one use. Oh, both are on the same side. I mean, both elevators went up. I thought one would go up, one would go down. I got my stealth shotgun.
Yeah.
Why couldn't I see these guys? Now I can.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
Wait, so is it actually gonna stealth this? Yes, it actually did.
Never more content. Never more content.
Time Sentimental Refreshment 3, we've read that one already.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Worried about their weight, we've read this one already. Everyone's neighbor. The autonomous bulwark? Supervisor told it that charging embiggens the capacitors. Really wants a pet. We've already read all of these. They're all just repeating now. There's the fuse. It's gonna have me go and plug in somewhere. Oh, if I couldn't find the fuse, it's right here. Oh, because I need more. Oh, okay. Okay. I need 4 fuses. So having a high enough observation makes it easier to find. Because now I have all 3 and I don't need to go down below. Oh no, I have to make one? Oh, I need 5 fuses. So I still have to go down below. Because if I can't make that one, and if I didn't have observation, then I only get 1 of 5. Well, I have 2 of 5. Caduceus detected. Archive operator recognized. Warning, functionality is impaired. Errors detected. Repairs are needed. Cool. Let's get an initiate diagnostic survey. Maintenance required within reactor chamber. Unlocking elevator access to reactor floor. Note that the following reactor safety features are available for use via reactor fuses. Oh, so I can move them to different positions. The ammunition cache access, first aid cache access, reactor security turrets activation, reactor reinforcement access, and reactor fire suppression activation. Let's look at the logs. Message log, reactor fuse issues. Noting for the official record, the reactor fuse situation is presently untenable. Untenable? Untenable. Due to current scarcity of materials here on Cloister, only a limited number of cores are available for all of the reactor safety features. We are unable to have them all on at once. I mean, I'm only 1 short. Message log, last line of defense. We have amassed our remaining forces around the reactor in an attempt to repel the invaders who have entered the facility. We are a relatively small band compared to the forces at the bridge, but possess one thing they did not: the autonomous bulwark automech. So they're putting all of their whatever it is, all their hope behind this one robot that I can down with a friggin' shotgun blast. I feel like I'm breathing heavier and I don't know why. Maybe because I just ate and I have the itis? I just ate dinner? Still, it may not be enough. This is my final message. Know that we serve the Protectorate until our dying breaths. Oh, wow. Oddly enough, they talked about breaths too.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable worth, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Appears we can adjust turret settings, seal those doors from reinforcements, open caches for health supplies or weapons.
And we also got the fire suppression system at our disposal. No shortage of options here.
What is the first one? This is the fire suppression. Which wouldn't work if I didn't have it sent over when I was at cold storage. Looking within the console's innards, you see a latch that will lock an inserted fuse in place. Oh, so you can't move them around. When I put it in, I make that choice. Some labeled wires at the bottom of the port imply that the fire suppression system here is directly powered by one within cold storage. Okay. This is the emergency ammunition cache. This is the reinforcement access, so I can close the door so they can't get reinforcements. This is the turrets. I can turn them on. And this is emergency first aid.
Emergency first aid cache unsealed. Emergency first aid cache sealed.
So then logically, couldn't I still... just come back up here after the fact?
Reactor reinforcement door sealed.
The workbench is littered with half-assembled electronic components. It appears someone became frustrated and left the project unfinished. Completely assemble the unfinished fuse. Your knowledge of capacitors and assorted technical doohickery allows you to easily pick up where the amateur left off. You correct a few of their wiring mistakes and complete the fuse to use as you please.
Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed.
It's just in case there's a unique weapon in there. I highly doubt it. Hold on. I want to see if they... if there is a hidden one. So that I can get them all turned on. 'Cause wouldn't that be great? I know it wants me to make a choice, but... I could get all of them turned on. Wouldn't that just be a blast? I thought it was sitting out there. I was like, oh, wow, just a fuse sitting there? No. Looking for hidey holes. But no. I have to make my choice. I did send that ice over, so doing the ice one is a smart move. Or not that it's a smart move, it's that it would be a waste not to. But it is also kind of smart because we were going to help that woman learn how to defrost stuff. I forgot her name. But I'm pretty sure I promised her I would help her figure out defrost. You weigh the risks and decide to use one of your fuses to enable the fire suppression system. Because if they're gonna... The other option is they all die.
Fire suppression system online.
At least this way, there's always the chance that we can defrost them if I actually help her with her defrosting plan. Which also, if I'm honest, I don't even think it's possible because I went through that whole building and didn't find anything about defrosting. So it has to be in one of the other buildings, right?
That automech is enormous. How
is that practical to have indoors?
We've seen that before. Restore power to 100% capacity to get a mod that I'm probably not going to use. Oh, I can't use this until punch processing is enabled? Did I have done that one first? Oh, this is that one area.
Material for perfection. From the lowliest subjects
12 bits.
vigilant. We must all fulfill our duty to
That would.
protectorate.
Wow, that was it. Wait, hold on. I don't think it'll let me.
Our enemies envy our
There was a fuse I put over here somewhere. I want to see if I can take it.
They sneer at our contentment.
I don't think it'll let me though.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many forms.
Because I also don't remember where it was.
Preserve said progress.
But I thought I had a fuse that I put in one of these places. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I thought I grabbed a fuse and put it somewhere. Okay.
The console provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Yeah.
Thermal transfer water transport tube. Now that thermal transfer is restored, extremely hot water can pass through these tubes. The heat has melted the ice within this maintenance space. So if I didn't restore that, this secret path wouldn't have been opened. To net me an advanced decryption key. That's all it got me. Fuel. Fuel? Fuel. Wait, how do I get up to the, my ammo cache? Wow. Fuel. Just a bunch of basic weaponry. Don't worry, I'm gonna fight the robot. I just figured.
Yeah.
Oh, it sealed me in. Okay, so I couldn't get both. I was gonna get both, which should, I guess, been obvious. Wait, it could still pull in reinforcements. I thought I closed down the reinforcement hatches. You closed down 2 reinforcement hatches. Then wait, what was the point then? Look, there's another one right here. I also only froze 1 dude. And the robot took no damage from the ice. I genuinely don't see another frozen person. I only froze 1 enemy. Okay, 2. It did take some damage, but like next to nothing. Is there really nothing else here? So there's still 4 enemy spawners that are here, even though I closed them. And now we gotta go fight a robot.
Locking them down, mitigating the threat. It is a privilege to die for the cause. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
No.
They covered our due bounty.
Resorting to violence.
Anyone else? Here that
Combatant scanned. Fortificator is charged. Reviving me is not feasible in my current state.
I mean, it was what? 6 soldiers, but still. I shut down the thing. If you turn it off, you lock it down. That means no fighting. Also, that thing just got destroyed by this shotgun. So yeah, I might need to up the difficulty above hard if I'm gonna keep using it. Able power. Can I pocket a frozen person? Yeah, if it would have ran at me, I would have sliced it in half and it would have fell down into there. Trimmer cleaver focus grip for that trimmer cleaver I got. Oh, sweet.
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. All that remains is to re-enable punch processing and disseminate the Rift processing instructions.
Sounds good. Just watch Marisol just run down that stairs into that other room. Okay. Think it'll let me?
Emergency ammunitions cache sealed. Emergency first aid cache unsealed.
Nice. No, it's just gonna be generic stuff. They really aren't giving you legendary things by doing things. Hey. Oh, it would have given me an auto dock. Okay. 4 things of food and an auto dock. You gotta go do punch cards. Don't get stuck on the railing. So that was supposed to be the last of the troops, right? They said that they were holding that place, the final group. That's electrified.
And here I'd worried our data brick wouldn't arrive.
No, it's right there. That's why there's... Okay. Because the other enemy is going to be Mantisaurs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine. It's too easy now. Yes, I'm still squishy. I'm fine with me being squishy. I don't like the enemies I'm fighting being squishy. Because then there's no challenge. The challenge is supposed to be me getting killed, not them getting killed. Is this an elevator? Was this some kind of Suicide Squad? So I have an elevator. A thing to pull. And whatever this is. And an electrified floor. Restart punch processing rail system.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
Okay.
Looks like we could ride this down if we get it moving.
It's like the Monsters, Inc. doors. Sector maintenance report punch processing between the order's shoddy excuse for Computronic technology and the frankly mystifying choices made by Auntie's Choice engineers here before us. I have had my hands busy since day one of our occupation. Why, just earlier today, I made my way through a veritable death trap on the way into punch processing to fix its rail control systems, and found the maintenance room completely frozen over. Did the Order's much vaunted scientists ever consider regulating the temperature in important areas of the facility? Apparently not. I mean, why else keep the reactor running below 50% efficiency? Well, it will have to wait. All my automechs are presently assigned to other tasks, and thawing out that space currently ranks 113. No, 100 and 100. And how do I get that to be a third? 103rd, third. How do I get it? 110 third on their list of priorities, because that would be 113th, how I would read it. I think that's intentional. That's not one of their oversights. I think that's how that character is supposed to actually refer to it. Archive reactor restored. It's because it's restored. I can unjam the door. To grab myself an advanced decryption key and some bits. No one else I can do. Just so I don't forget, let's go back and get whatever was at the other location. It's probably just an advanced decryption key. There we go. But I'll go back and get it anyways. I don't know how many you need. Like, I don't know if it gives you more than you need, because some of them are missable. I have found duplicate cards. So if you miss cards, you can still get cards. Nope, it's a tossball card from Marina Bakashiko. Yeah, I think I have duplicate cards. It shows me my cards, right? Maybe not. I could have swore there was someone that I got, and then I was like, wait, didn't I already get this guy? It's one that you get from like a quest for that magazine finding quest, and then I found it later on, unless their names were just very similar. But I also might not have picked it up during this save file universe, because I was going to make a video on all of them and then realized I'll just do that after I've played through the whole game. Because then I will have found a bunch of them. Okay, wait, so where do you lead then? Oh, can't even use you. Got it. What's this way? Trauma kit. Oh, if I would have looked through the window, I would have saw there was a chest there. Got it. Enable vertical punch card rail. There's my elevator.
Hostilities are afoot.
Every other time it's been a one-hit kill. Oh wait, I just upped the difficulty.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
The whole thing I did.
Energy
And I forgot I did it. Oh, I'm out of your energy
Target
transfer.
analyzed. Lay down fire.
Video games really need to start balancing difficulties better. Because I'm on very hard, and very hard is essentially I have a hack of 3, or if I'm innovative with parts. I'm on hard, or very hard, and very hard is basically just normal now. Right? So all I've done is essentially shift everything upwards. And the only change that I have is that I got these 2 shotguns that you get at the end of the game, which I guess I got them at the end of the game, so maybe it makes sense that now I'm overpowered. Reverse the horizontal, so now I can ride it upwards. Okay. Lockpick of 5 or explode of 5. No, I don't like one-hitting enemies. It's never been my thing. Not even a card out here, just generic loot. I guess I gotta see what this actually does. Oh, it reverses the vertical? Didn't I just do that? No, I reversed the horizontal, huh? Are there any things I missed up there? When I dropped? I'm gonna say yes. Yeah. Called it. Oh. It was just another way of getting into that room, so it's not that big a deal in the end. Reverse the horizontal rail. This is going to be a little annoying. How far does it go? Okay, it stops there.
Many ways to die here. Careful. Do try to...
Oh! Okay. Yeah, I didn't check the room for mantisaurs. I just kind
Back
of...
in business. To the rescue. Sight unseen. Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed.
And then Marisol just stun locks him, but the only reason I'm bringing her is because
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
it's a quest involving her faction. But yeah, she'll just get them locked up, and then it's just like, oh, okay. Like when I was fighting the Mangler for the second time, and it just couldn't move. She just had it perpetually stunned or staggered. Disperse the Rift punch card program into the archive. Okay. Processing, punch processing at 100%. Send it. It's for a helmet. It's for that helmet. It's for that helmet we got. That was based.
I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the Rift data further. What an interesting predicament you sentients face. The Rifts are almost akin to an archival process, yet are inimical to organic matter.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just a base level weapon and armor, and then it's giving me mods for those. Like this late in the game. Making it like very useless. You didn't even take it in all the way. You didn't finish reading it.
Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
Make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that Rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
I mean, obviously we know which one we're deciding on because we chose the order. Wouldn't Ruth just make the decision? I'm guessing there's a path where I don't pick a side. Where I don't pick either, and at the very end of the game I'm allowed to choose the Protectorate for some reason. But I love all 3 priorities equally. I need more information before I decide.
My priorities parallel those of the Order co-founder, the charismatic mathematician, to help nudge humanity toward its ultimate ascendance, to hinder outsiders from disrupting our perfect system,
to bankrupt our rivals and force them to buy all manner of necessities from us.
Okay. Humanity's ascendance seems like a hopelessly absurd goal. What does that even mean?
At some point, humanity's knowledge of the universe and its workings will allow it sufficient means to end suffering, war, famine, disease, even death. Why not expedite that? Error, 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 error. Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
Think that's our cue to go inside.
A perfect community. With every luxury save freedom.
Overt influence. Mindless indulgence. Thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Foster dependence.
The problem with this is that they have the person making the stuttering noises instead of putting the stuttering noises in on their own for them to seem like it actually skipping. Like the person is, the voice actor is doing the stuttering, and I don't think they should have done that. Because that just makes it funny and weird. Like it sounds awkward.
Increasing. Major
increasing. This, like it's not real stuttering, and you can tell that it's not real stuttering.
The allure of security and
plenty. Overt influence, mindless indulgence, thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes.
Readjustment of archive priority settings. To whom it may concern, I believe I have worked out a functional understanding of how to adjust the priority port setting within the priority access NUC. Yet it is not my place as an assistant to suggest. Furthermore, I am more or less terrified of touching anything in this room unless it is absolutely necessary. That said, here is potential guidance should such an instance occur. Red diamond-shaped ports are associated with sovereignist priorities which were elegantly installed by us. I don't know why they wouldn't have just wiped all the rest of them. Yellow triangle-shaped ports are associated with profitalist priorities which were jury-rigged by Auntie's choice. Blue circle-shaped ports, because you gotta have a diamond, triangle, and a circle. Shouldn't it have been? I guess they didn't want it to be a square, so turn it into a triangle. Or a diamond. Blue circled ports are associated with actuational priorities. Those were originally set by the order. Warning. I worry that connecting too many priorities at once on u.e.n.i.a.c, forget how they pronounced it, may seize up. I'd surmise if this occurs, you can remove wires based on the priority plug they are linked to. May the Sovereign guide and keep us all. Sub-Assessor Liu.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms oscillating cantankerously. A perfect community with every luxury save freedom. Foster
So wait, I'm turning off ones,
denounce
right?
interdependence. Promote the
So that one stays on. The first one is blue.
Condemn the question.
That's a red.
Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? I suspect they'd be angry about you endangering your mutually assured means of success.
Okay. That one's red.
Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective goodwill is just an invitation for others to come eat your lunch. Folks tend to get fighting mad when you jeopardize their livelihood.
Okay. That one's red.
Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever wanted was the best for us and the worst for everybody else. Is that really so bad?
All that for 700 bits. Okay, Auntie. It's this one?
Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Marketing and PR strategy, advert copy, and jingles. Nerfish, it's the matter which you'll consume fatty acids and potassium. A unique taste sensation makes you say ew, yum.
I don't want to say ew, yum. So it's this one?
Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could make together. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I offer more, but I have a move to maintain. What do you say, partners?
Well, did it work or didn't it?
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again.
Shouldn't I have plugged those back into blues so that you are like you're working at full efficiency? Because right now you're at 1/3. You didn't count to 10.
Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Hope u.e.n.i.a.c is feeling more like itself now. We got some Rift data to process.
It should have flipped these switches back on because they're in the off position, and alright, it's not that big a deal. Just another small oversight.
Any other updates? In the meantime, restore...
Oh, I thought I could tell her about my updates before I moved on. Okay.
Shall I proceed?
Sure there's nothing else? No one treating cultists? Nothing needing a good whack?
Facetious employment of sarcasm detected. Electing to ignore. Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions.
Alright, let's say I stay as your operator. What's your best idea for what to calculate next?
I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just a start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
There are so many calculations left to perform. Rich data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us.
Well, I'm guessing you're telling me this is the end. This is the final thing. I vote for exploring further.
Damn it. I mean, yes. Great. Right behind you, Commander.
Because if there's stuff I still need to do, right? Yeah, that feels like that's end thing. So we have finished that quest, commencing file reorderization.